we're entering the meeting from the same laptop.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Perfect. Would you, Yorgo, please share your screen?
Me, Yorgo.
Yeah, just for testing. Full screen, please. Perfect. Thank you.
HDMI cable. HDMI cable. عندي الأدابتر فكيفني طلعت في شيء خلص بس في مرة
So a part of our juror team already with us. Hello, Arthur, Natalie, Anna. Who else?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
We're waiting a few minutes more for other judges, and then we'll start.
Cool.
This is way too quiet, guys.
Everyone is nervous a little bit.
Yeah, I can imagine. Don't you miss the energy of live events? Like I miss that energy where everyone would just be talking before people start presenting.
Hi, Arthur. Thank you for joining.
Always a pleasure.
I hope you are doing well.
Yeah, I'm doing really well. How are you guys?
We're doing great.
Good. You guys are very active. And yeah.
Yeah, for the guys who just joined us, please turn on your camera, microphone, just to check that everything is good. And we can start in a moment.
Hello.
Hi.
Okay, please, jury, rename yourself and write a jury member or jury just for us to understand that you are here. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. Yes, I'm here today, not alone, with the startup dog that will be our talisman for guys today. That's why we are here and ready.
Wow, cool.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. We're very happy to have you, and welcome to NFZ Lebanon Pitch. First, before we start, please let us all, if you can all check your microphones that they are working and turn on your cameras. And please rename yourself by adding at the end of your name if you're a participant or a jury. Okay. Today, the participants from Lebanon will present their ideas, and our jury will select the best of the best. The selected teams will be participating in the hackathon and the Pre-Accelerator that will start on November 16 and last for a whole month until the day of the demo day on December 16. Now, I will give the floor to Maria Terechova, who is the best person and the right person to tell you more about NFZ and the fashion pitch. So please, Maria.
Okay, hello everybody. It is so nice to see you here and welcome to NFZ Fashion Pitch. We are here to change the world of fashion and cross-fashion industries. And we already have 32 countries, 532 applicants, 6 regional pitches. And now we are in Lebanon, 45 international experts and 22 partners. And I won't just tell you that you are here, and it means that you've already been chosen to be part of this perfect pitch. And I hope to see best of you in several days during the pre-acceleration program. And I wish you to be the best one, to be the best project, be the best team, be the best idea, to win $5,000 for developing your MVP after the demo day, 16th of December. Good luck to everybody.
Okay. Thank you, Maria. The host of the Fashion Pitch in Lebanon is the ICIE UZEC. Now I will leave the floor to my colleague Rida to tell you more about ICIE and our experience in NFZ Global Fashion Pitch. Please, Rida.
Thank you, Christian, for the introduction, and hello, everyone. I would like to firstly thank New Fashion Zone for giving us this amazing opportunity. 5 months ago, we started the discussion and decided on the partnership. And since then, in such short time, I think we were able to create a huge impact. So once again, thank you, Maria, and thank you, Tanya, for being available all the time and providing us with all the resources and support. Secondly, I would like to thank the judges for giving us their valuable time. I'm so glad that we have judges from different industries, expertise, countries, and genders. Finally, I want to thank the teams for their commitment, motivation, and dedication. To briefly introduce you about the Asher Center, our name is the Asher Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. We are the incubator in the Holy Spirit University of Castile, UZAC. We work on 2 main verticals. On the academic side, we infuse entrepreneurship in all our academical programs. We have already launched a minor in entrepreneurship, a major in business management and entrepreneurship, and we are currently finalizing our MBA program in entrepreneurship. We also plan many activities and programs such as ideation days, design thinking programs, And we have our yearly ACI Global Accelerator program. We also organize workshops, talks, boot camps, and hackathons, and many more activities. One final thank you for the NFZ team, and hopefully we can organize this competition every year. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rida.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, very welcome. And thanks again to all your team. It was a great job you've done.
Okay, today we have 10 participants, and every team has 3 minutes to present their idea, followed by a 2 minutes questions from the jury. And now I will start, before we start the pitching, I will start introducing our jury members that we are incredibly lucky and honored to have you with us. Arthur Bezdikian, he's co-founder and CEO at NFZ Fashion, an e-commerce platform aiming to make fashion inclusive of all body shapes and types, contribute to a sustainable world, and empower the most talented designers around the world. Thank you, Arthur, for being with us. Fuad George, business owner Fuchs, unique platform for designers, artists, and creatives from the Arab world to show their work and be introduced to the American market. Anna Kay, CEO and founder, Proof of Love and Fashion Coin. Bahia Aliafi Fortunato, co-chair, Global Advisory Council, International Trademark Association, Managing Director, Aliafi IP Group. The Arab countries IP Guardian provides the international business community with a broad variety of specialized services and intellectual property to protect intangible assets, copyrights, trademarks, patents, designs, and domain names. Natalia Grizov-Ganich. Natalia is a manager at Pioneers, leading a team of consultants and senior consultants. She's in charge of delivering high-class client work and coordinating efforts to improve the Pioneers' offerings. Anna Petrova, co-founder and CEO at Self-Made Women Community, a founder and CEO at Startup Ukraine. Self-Made Women Community is a community for women development and education. Startup Ukraine is a center of entrepreneurship and innovations to educate, support, and develop Ukrainian entrepreneurs. And Maria Terechova. Now we will start with the pitches. Every team, you have 3 minutes to present your idea, and we have to stop you at 3 minutes, so be careful, okay? Team 1, embroidery, Josep, would you please share your screen?
Should I start?
Yeah, please, if you're ready.
Yeah. Yeah. Embroidery. E is for e-commerce and embroidery is for embroidery. I started embroidery as this concept, but later on I thought about it, and why don't we take it to another level and change E as e-commerce and eco-friendly. The problem was that I saw that many industries in the fashion are using a lot of cotton, a lot of metals, a lot of waste. So it was approximately 92 million tons of waste. Then we had cotton production that was responsible around 220 million tons of CO annually. So, and also another problem was the packaging that we see many packaging companies that are using still cardboards, papers that are damaging our environment daily. So the solution was for me as embroidery to turn from cotton t-shirts to bamboo-based t-shirts, making the packaging eco-friendly packaging, and using eco-friendly threads instead of using the threads that are used in the factories that we embroider in. The impact of it, to introduce sustainable and eco-friendly products, which are the bamboo t-shirts. We have introduced them in the market, but not everyone is familiar to it. To introduce the cardboard, to reduce cardboard and use the eco-friendly packaging. The revenue model has two phases. Phase one, we launched it in February. We launched it in November. We launched in 2021. We launched the cotton T-shirt to introduce the brand. This is the revenue model. The cotton T-shirt cost us $4, embroidery $2, and packaging $1.4. In step two, we start growing awareness about the brand using bamboo-based items, which are the T-shirts, bamboo-based T-shirts. We throw in a big awareness campaign about the T-shirts and what are they beneficial and how they can help our environment. This is the revenue model. Here is the T-shirt. Yes, it will be more expensive, but at the same time, we will have benefits from it. We will go to market two ways: online and offline marketing. Online marketing, which is a social media platform, social media ads, so that we can grow awareness, and with website. Offline marketing, we will do influencer collaboration, and we will use specific influencers who are already vegans or already use bamboo products. Competitors, actually, we have competitors in the market. The Giving Movement, they don't have embroidery. They have a website. They have a bamboo-based T-shirt, and starting price is at $54. Bamb Story, they don't have embroidery. They have a website. They have bamboo-based T-shirt. It starts $45. We, as embroidery, will start doing embroidery designs and have a website. We will use the bamboo-based T-shirts, and it will start only at $29.99. The timeline, October.
Okay, Oseb, thank you for the presentation. Your time is up. Sorry, but you have to be fair with all the participants. Okay, now we will have 2 minutes Q&A with the jury, please. Our jury members who have a question for Oseb.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Thank you for the presentation. The question is, can you explain more about uniqueness of your idea and your project, please?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Can you please explain what is the uniqueness? What is the unique business in your project?
It's moving the fashion.
Except price.
Yeah, it's moving the cotton, changing the fashion and T-shirts that are using. The majority use cotton T-shirts to move it to bamboo-based, because the bamboo-based is more environmental friendly. This is it.
Okay, that's it. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I have a question.
So much. Yeah, Anita, go ahead.
Did you actually start manufacturing? Where are you currently in the process? And what do you think would be your capacity of producing? What is the maximum that you can produce if you have orders coming in?
We actually started with the cotton phase one, which is phase one. It's actually around 100 T-shirts per month. So we're doing some analytics. If we change it to the bamboo T-shirts, I guess the community will also interact with it. So I think it would start as low as 50 per month, but then we will go up to around maybe 150.
Okay, sounds good. So you already started, but you're now selling cotton T-shirts.
Yes.
Okay, and how much eco-friendlier is it to move to bamboo? Do you have any of the numbers?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yep. Yes. No, we can hear you very well. Go ahead.
Okay. Just can you repeat the question?
You have the numbers of the impact that it would make to shift to bamboo. So how eco-friendly is it compared to cotton?
Okay. we don't have our numbers, but we have the competitor numbers, not the real numbers, akid. It's around, it's selling like around 30% more than cotton. So we don't have exact numbers.
What's the impact that it has on the environment, since the pitch was that bamboo is more eco-friendly? So what is the difference between bamboo and cotton when it comes to the environment and the impact?
It is first of all 40% more absorbent than the real organic cotton that we have on our clothes. It's much better for some people since they have allergy for cotton. So this is one of the benefits. And at the same time, it is
Okay, Josep. Thank you for the presentation. It was lovely. And now we have 2 minutes for the jury to come up with the results. Okay, and I would love to remind the jury, please, to put your notes on the Google form if you have any notes to put for the participants. Meanwhile, team 2, please. Will you be ready with the sharing your screen? We save the fabric, Nagam. Nagam, share full screen, please. Perfect. Okay, Nagam, are you ready to start?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Nagam from Lebanon, and I'm so glad that I'm here today. Imagine yourself living, yet with a closed mouth, not able to talk.
Nagam, sorry, would you please get closer to your microphone, because your voice is not so clear.
Okay, is it now clear?
Better.
I'll restart.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Nagam Kirbesh from Lebanon, and I'm so glad that I'm here today. Imagine yourself living in this planet with your mouth closed, not able to talk, and you are being hurt every second, but no one is helping you. Can you imagine how hard is this? This is the situation our Earth is living every day. And for this, we are thinking a new project to help us. I'm not able to go through this.
Can you try to exit the full screen? Hit the escape.
I'm sorry.
Okay, pitch it without full screen. Isabel, keep going.
Okay. So the problem that we are going to work on is that the leftover fabric, which is 35% from the garments used in factories and tailors, represents a very big part of pollution worldwide. And this is letting our Earth be tired. Imagine 35% of the initial garment that factories use is leftover fabric, and 85% of all textiles go to dump each year. So from the name, we save the fabric. We will collect the leftover fabric from factories and tailors and take it to skilled women and artists that will upcycle it into new handmade, unique, sustainable fashion items that we will sell on our social media channels. So according to the prototype here, we will gather the leftover fabric, we will upcycle it and have a new fashion items, and then we will sell them. By this, we will reduce the amount of trash resulting from fabric and provide several families as the drivers, the women, and artists that will make our products unique. And we will also an earning, and also we will empower women by giving them a relaxing job. Our customers are B2C because they are people willing to buy fashion items like clothes, hats, jackets. And we will reach our customers through social media, website campaigns to introduce the project, collaborations with the companies, influencers, and events. Our competitive advantages are that we have affordable prices, high quality, upcycled and new products. We are environmental, and most of all, we use leftover fabric, which most of our competitors don't use that. They use the cloths instead, some of them. And first, we will plan for the campaign to launch the project. Then we will talk to institutes to support and advertise our project. And then we will get the funding and buy machines needed. And then we will make up our website and start our first rounds to collect the fabric leftovers. And then we will work on our first product and start selling them. It was Nagam. I'm a nature lover and interested in fashion and environment. Thank you.
Thank you, Nagam, for the presentation. It was very good. And I want to tell everyone that Nagam is the youngest participant with us today. She's still at school. Now we'll have the questions from the jury.
Nagam, that was a great presentation. Thank you so much for it.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask you, like, do you think of how you're going to collect all the leftover fabric?
Yes, we are going to split our work into teams, and everything is responsible for like a part of the country, and we will of course the factories that and tailors that we are going to work with, they will leave us the fabric, and we will going to take it from their place.
Nice. And is it all going to be under a one brand name, or is each tailor going to have their own brand?
No, we are going to get the leftover fabric, and we will give the women that are working with us this fabric, and they will work on them to upcycle them into new products.
Yeah, this product is under what brand name?
Our name, yeah.
Okay, so you will create a company and you will have your own brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much. And then related to this question from my side, what is exactly your revenue model? So you will give some part of amounts back to women, and you take only the percentage from it, or how do you see it?
Yeah, we will sell our products, and the main customers that we through social media and through our website and through social media platforms, we will sell them our products. And the money we will of course in specific percentages we and the women that work on the product will.
Okay, thank you, Natalia, for the question. We have room for one more question.
Yeah, I have a question. Thank you, Niam, for your pitch. It was really great. I have a question around your MVP. What is your first product from which you want to start?
Our products are going to be fashion items like we are going to make t-shirts and like jackets, anything that the artists that will work on the products will make. So there is not a specific product that we will start yet. They are all sustainable and fashion items.
Thank you.
So I don't have a question for you, but I wish you good luck with this project. It's incredibly cool.
Okay, thank you, Nagam. Now the jury will have 2 minutes to rate the project, and please don't forget to add your notes to the Google form. Meanwhile, team 3, Taya Habshi, Aya Youssef, Marwa Abdelali, and Maribel, the produce. Could you please start sharing your screen and be ready for presenting?
Yes, we are ready.
Full screen, please.
Okay, I don't know if you can see me clearly.
Team 3 ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
You can start. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi, I'll be presenting the team approach. Fashion industry is one of the major polluting industries in the world. According to the Institute of Sustainable Communication, the fashion industry is the largest clean water polluter. As you can see here in this graph, the industry has the higher percentage of emission of air pollution. The manufacturing industries are excited to reduce environmental impacts in the production process. So they are planning to make a green principles to reduce environmental impacts. So our solution is, as you can see in this screen, is a jacket that it can be in the same time a backpack and at the same time a pillow. And the same jacket can be a blanket. And this blanket is obviously waterproof. You can use this jacket in a different way. For example, if you are into camping or traveling,
you can use this jacket in a different way. It will help you to get warm, and you can use it by a bag or a jacket, and it's so helpful, and you will be comfortable and relaxed. Okay, so by this solution, we'll be reducing production costs, and we'll be reducing manufacturing waste, and we'll be reducing environmental pollution. Our revenue stream will be by D2C online stores, partnerships, and customized items per order. We will reach our customers by online marketing, for example, social media, influencers, and offline marketing by fashion design events, sponsorships, and partnerships. We are not the only one who is tackling this solution. We have also Nike and Uncircled, but these two brands are made only for single purpose, and it is expensive. But our product and our brand, Produce, it's a multi-purpose brand. We can use it in a different way, and it's less expensive. So, first of all, we should develop and launch the prototype and test the market. Second, we should start our online presence, branding, and B2C stores. We should develop our prototype. We should do partnerships with stores, brands, clothing, and fashion design entities. We should launch B2C revenue model and customizing items for brands locally and regionally, expanding internationally to other countries and global entities collaborations. Okay, so our team is Taya Youssef, she is an architect, design 3D modeling. Maribel Bouladian, I was presenting the pitch. I'm into social media and fashion design. Marwa and Taya.
Okay, thank you, Maribel. It was a good presentation and good luck. Now we have 2 minutes for the jury questions.
Hello, Maribel. Thank you for your presentation. Pretty bold solutions that you have in mind. So my question is, did you already try to develop some MVP, or do you have something that you can show already to someone?
Yes, so by this idea of the multi-purpose jacket, we can develop our idea by using, for example, multi-purpose skirts, multi-purpose pants. I don't know if you got it.
Yes, I understand. So my question is if you can already take some product or MVP and go to companies, for example, to talk about partnership.
Yes.
Okay, good. So my advice would be then to collect some feedback and ideas before you go further into development of further MVPs. So to kick off the partnership earlier on in your process.
So just to explain, Maribel, Judge Natalia is asking you if you have already finished your first product or prototype so you can show it to the stores and take feedback.
No, not yet. It's only an idea.
Okay, so that's what I wanted to clarify. Thank you.
Oh, okay. It's that one.
That's what I understood from your answers. That's why I'm saying, so once you have something, try to show it for feedback collection as soon as possible.
Okay.
So Maribel, first of all, thank you for the presentation. The products that you showed us, the designs, did you guys design them yourselves using, I don't know, 3D and so on, or did you take the images from another brand?
Okay, so this jacket, it's made before, but this jacket, it's a multi-purpose, and it's you can use it in 5 different ways. So I collect all the ways that you can use in one jacket.
Thank you.
I have a question, Mirabel. Thank you very much for your presentation. Tell me, please, who is the target audience for this jacket?
Okay, the target audience is, it can be, for example, the stores. It can be for people who likes traveling, who likes camping, who are into sports. Because this brand, it will be very useful for them. It will make things easier for them. For people who are into sports.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. I also was thinking about that. That is guys from sport area. Thank you.
Can I ask one more question?
Yeah, sure.
The question is can you explain your competitive advantages? Because I saw well-known brands on the table, but it seems a question, how are you going to compete them?
Okay, the way that we're gonna compete them is by posting the brand on social media. Because as I said, Nike has only one purpose for the jacket, but we have 5 purposes. So by announcing them to social media and to put the brand in the stores, so we will be able to compete.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Maribel. Thank you for the presentation. Okay, now we'll have 2 minutes for the jury. And please don't forget to put the notes for the participants on the Google form. It will give benefits to them later on to check your comments. Now, team 4, can you be ready with sharing your screen? The operation, Ghenwa.
Hello, I'm just checking if everyone can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Renoir, you can start if you're ready.
Okay, I'm masked because I'm at work currently, so I prefer to stay that way, if you guys don't mind. So my plan is called The Operation, and this quote on the presentation is one of the most inspiring I know, and I go by it a lot because I think we should question everything we are faced with in the world in general. And it's very important to keep on studying and learning and questioning around us. So the problem is starting a brand in the fashion industry, finding resources, innovating, and being sustainable. I'm a fashion designer. My background is in design, and I found it very, very hard to start my own brand as I graduated. I found it hard to find resources. I find it hard to stay and to keep on innovating in the industry. And I found it especially hard to be sustainable, because the fashion industry, as we all know, is very, very wasteful. And we provide so much to the landfills that we shouldn't be giving to the landfills, that we should be thinking about, and we should be thinking of our impact. Small brands do not afford to be, cannot afford to be sustainable, and big brands don't care about being sustainable. So my solution is a hub for young designers who want to innovate, who want to stay productive, who want to be on the market, but want to take care of the environment and want to create. Here's the thing, I want to reduce waste, but still be able to create. And the idea is to have this hub, which provides everything from start to finish for small designers, from the idea stage to taking it to market. So we have idea, branding, creating websites, doing designs for clothing, manufacturing, everything, but with a twist. It's going to be a huge, huge team of people who will be helping out this young designer or this team to being able to go to market and doing something new. So the innovation part and the sustainability part of it will be through research and studies. There are so many new ways to, other than having like dead stock fabric and taking the waste from all of these companies that throw them away and burn them away. There's also 3D printing. There's also recycling the old fabrics into new yarns and making new things out of them and making things that are very, very durable. The fabrics that are recycled can become and will become something that is fireproof, waterproof, and all of that. And the studies are here, they're catching up with us, and we can do it. And I want to provide that, as well as this resource place to be able to give to young designers. So we'll be making money with subscription plans from small designers. They can opt in and out of whatever they need. Courses for people in general, and workshops. And I was thinking as well, maybe a collaboration with universities, research centers, laboratories, everything like that, to be able to grow and provide more of the service and maybe help out the environment in any way we can. So we're going to market. Of course, social media is a great, great tool. And university and labs would be an amazing way to keep going and keep growing. And universities and labs are the people who are moving the industries, all industries forward, and they're the ones who are making everything possible. So there are lab-grown leathers that look and smell exactly like real leather, but don't have the exact damage on the environment. There are everything traditionally that we find.
Okay, Renoir, thank you. Your time is up. Okay, now we will have 2 minutes for the questions from our jury.
Thank you, Renoir, for I like the idea. I do think that designers need a lot of support to be able to grow and to scale. So it's a multi-question. So first of all, can you explain a bit more about your experience in the fashion industry and why you would be the right person to help these new designers? And then second, when you were putting together this project, did you consider which markets you want to start in? What would be your cost to do this? But also, how are you planning on scaling it from one market to another? Because growing such a thing will require a lot of additional operations and resources. So did you have a chance to think about these things?
Yes, absolutely. I graduated in 2019, so my experience may be limited, but I'm looking at it with fresh eyes. And I see that the brands I worked for and where I interned, there's a lot of waste going on. And I think I'm not the perfect candidate to do this, and I'm not the perfect candidate to do this on my own, especially. There's a lot of work to be done, and there's a whole team of people that will need to be present by my side. But dream big, right? I'm sorry, could you repeat the second part of the question?
Yeah, so good answer, by the way. So I like the dream big part, and you're always the right person to believe that you are, but you do need good people around you. The second part was, which market are you going to start it in? So are you starting this in Lebanon? What's the cost associated to it, and how are you going to grow it to other markets?
I would hope to start it in Lebanon, but you know what's going on. So I think I'm going to start really, really, really small. So just maybe one person, me, as a designer, and trying to expand this, or someone else even, who's going to be the designer, who's going to take care of the creative part, and maybe I can be the eyes and ears in the market and go grab the people that we need to help out with it. And the cost, I have thought of it, and I would prefer to have actually someone who is to consult with many people to see how I can do it in an efficient manner, but also not underpay anyone who's working with me, who's going to be working with me, because it is really there's a lot of money that has to be invested in this project, and I know it. So.
Hi, thank you for your pitch, and tell me please, who is your competitors?
So my competitors are traditional manufacturers. Traditional manufacturers are now seen as the devil of the world, because they don't know any better, and they like money. So those are the competitors, and they do things much better than I can ever do them, because they have both corporations on their sides, and they do it cheaply. And this is not something that will be very cheap, or cheap at all.
Okay, and tell me please, who is your sustainable competitors?
Sustainable competitors are small designers who are doing it on their own, who are making their communities work here in Lebanon and everywhere else in the world. There are so many amazing, talented designers who make their communities better places by making them, by bringing job opportunities to them. There are too many to count, honestly.
Ghanwa, I love the pitch. I love the fact that you want to work on innovations or research and development in supply chain for the fashion industry. It's very much needed, and very few people have this expertise. Having said that, because you have such big dreams, it's you're trying to think of everything at the same time. So maybe choosing one angle to focus on for your starting point, and then going forward can be helpful. And if you need anything in terms of having this ecosystem of people around to help you with getting this started, there are so many in Lebanon that we can introduce you to get this going. But first, it has to be very clear of, like, we know where you're heading, but we don't know how you're going to get there.
Okay, thank you so much. I think I will have to do that, because I need to think small before I think really big.
Okay, thank you, Ghanwa. That was amazing. Now we will have 2 minutes for the jury to evaluate. Meanwhile, Team 5, Putainable, Yorgo, and Nabil, would you please share your screen?
Yes, sure. Is it working?
Yes, perfectly.
Second. Okay. Whenever you're ready.
Okay. Nabil, Yorgo, you ready?
Ready.
Yes.
You can start now.
Okay. Hello, I am Nabil Abu Habib, and this is my partner, Yorgo Salom. Every day, we wake up, choose the most trendy outfit, and wear it to work. What we don't know is that this outfit costs more than $50. It also costs 35 kilograms of CO2 emissions and around 10,000 liters of water waste. On top of these facts, we are generating 4,000 tons of fabric waste in Lebanon each year. And brands that try to adopt a more sustainable lifestyle end up facing financial difficulties or come up with designs young adults won't accept.
Our solution, Utainable. Here we collect clothes from people and NGOs and channel them through one of our two processes, upcycling and recycling. Our oversimplified systems are designed to produce high-quality garments while with designs that can be worn by teenagers while still being sustainable and on budget. We also aim to teach women, aim to teach women from rural areas the art of tailoring so we can provide them with job opportunities at Utainable.
As shown here, more money is being spent on clothing by UAE citizens than the average American citizen. While we can also see that the notion of recycling is nearly absent in the MENA region. On a higher scale, we have more than 60 Arab-owned fashion brands, yet only 11 are sustainable.
We recycle and we upcycle. And as you can see right here, the combination of the two processes is what sets us apart from our competition. In the next slides, we'll talk more in details about our processes, go-to-market strategies, and go-to-market strategy. Okay, so our customer acquisition will be mostly based on social media and digital marketing, while building strong presence on social media, while organizing events and fashion shows so we can promote the work of young fashion designers.
Our processes are designed to be easy and on budget. All our clothes come through donations. We then separate them into the corresponding process. The recycling process, where clothes will be washed, dried, shredded to obtain fiber clumps. That will be taken to spinning factories to make fabric yarns that can be sold to fashion brands.
Our upcycling process, where donated clothes will be cut and reassembled using the patchwork method into a larger piece of fabric, from which our designers will create clothing and other garments that can be worn every day. We will generate revenue from selling these clothing to university students through our upcycling brand, while also creating these fabrics with our recycling process and selling them to fashion brands. We aim to build strong partnership with NGOs that share the same vision as us, so we can have a higher impact on society. For our short-term goal, we plan to get funding for Retainable and develop the company to have a stronger and more defined structure, and establishing Retainable as a strong, sustainable fashion brand in Lebanon.
In the long term, we work on selling fabric all over the MENA region while also expanding to the rest of Asia. We have planned all our steps for the next 2 years to be able to achieve our long-term and short-term goals. Yes, together we can save our world.
Thank you. Okay, thank you so much, Yorgo and Nabil. It was a great presentation. Now it's time for the jury questions.
Yes.
Hi, thank you very much for the presentation. It was very nice.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you about what kind of fabric are you going to be manufacturing, or yarn are you going to be using? Will you have anything special to it?
Yes. Okay, you're talking about the recycling method.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the only type of garments that can work in this method are 100% cotton or 100% polyester garments. So these two types of clothes will be taken to the recycling process. Any clothes that's made from a mix of cotton, polyester, or any type of fabric, it will be instantly taken to the upcycling process. If that answers your question.
I was talking more about is it going to be fire retardant? Is it going to be less absorbent? Is it going to be sweat proof? I don't know, anything innovative.
Okay. So actually, most of the studies that we came up with have shown that this fabric yarns will have the same properties as a new fabric, except it might be less performing on the sweat absorbent tissue.
Okay, thank you. If no one has another question, I have. Why did you choose the two models? Why didn't you just choose one?
I'm glad you asked this question. So our goal is to inspire fashion brands so they can adopt a more sustainable lifestyle. Let me tell you the story of Roger Bannister. Roger Bannister is the guy who inspired us to start the two models. He's the first guy who ran 1 mile in less than 4 minutes. And it isn't the record that's the breathtaking thing in the story. What is it? Is that after Roger Bannister broke this world record, 17 other people or athletes broke it in less than a month. So this is the Bannister effect. That's what we're trying to achieve with Retainable. We're trying to break the barrier, have a sustainable fashion brand making profit, so we can encourage other brand owners and green entrepreneurs to start their own sustainable fashion brands.
Thank you.
Any other question?
Hi, thank you for your pitch. And tell me please about your MVP.
MVP, yes. So we're currently working on the MVP we have 2 MVPs because we have the 2 models. We're currently working on the upcycling process. We're preparing a large piece of fabric, the industrial size, so we can create our first collection. And from the recycling process, we also aim to recycle clothes. We have the clothes, but we need a shredder and more developed mechanism so we can create the MVP, which is a large fabric of yarn, industrial size, and that can pass all the tests, absorbance and resistance.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Yorgo and Nabil. It was a great presentation and good luck. Now we have 2 minutes for the voting. Meanwhile, Team 6, would you please be ready with sharing your screen warmly? Lamis, Ali, and Asel Wakid.
Hello.
Hi, Lamis and Asel. would you please start sharing your screen? Perfect. Okay. Lamis and Asil, are you ready?
Yes.
You can start now.
Evening, everyone. This is Lamis from Warmly. There's a quote by the Italian author Pietro Aretino that reads, "Let us love winter, for it's the spring of genius." Excuse me, Mr. Pietro, no geniuses are available in winter. When we're cold, we're distracted. Winter is the dry temper, the dry thinking, the dry productivity as well. Aren't you tired of standing cold? Aren't you exhausted of wearing boring thick clothes? Aren't you enough of buying heavy winter boots? Don't you worry, it will be the end of cold feet. Why feet? Since feet are linked to the whole body, and when warm, the whole body will feel the warmth. We've got an exceptional idea for you, a handmade heating insole that can be cut to sizes, equipped with a flexible rechargeable battery that lasts up till 7 hours. And here are the good news. Our insole isn't equipped with a charger. We've made it easy for you to charge the battery using your phone charger. Such product helps in decreasing the thick clothes in winter, which is also a new fashion hitting the market. We will be doing this through the wholesale as partnership or to distributors and directly to the consumer. We will be partnering up with organizations that can purchase from us through the wholesale, like governments who want to make sure that people on the battlefield stay focused on their mental health. We will be targeting fashion industry and clothing shops in order to make it easier for the consumers to deal with the cold weather. Our second way is to sell directly to the consumer, where people having long-term illnesses and those who are in love with online shopping can purchase directly from us.
We are offering you the best quality with an astonishing price, $40 as a standard cost, and a special offer in package 2, buy 2 pairs, get 10% discount. And for the wholesale, you can benefit from up to 20% discount. Our market size in Lebanon is $100 million, taking into consideration all our target customers. If only 30% afford to buy, then the market size would be $40 million. We estimate our market size will be $1.5 million in our first year, taking into consideration time and productivity rates. We will be joining Made in Lebanon campaigns. We'll be working with influencers on Instagram to spread awareness and support the Lebanese industry. WhatsApp will be our way to maintain high customer service, and we will lead people to our website where we will track our orders. Cold calling will be ensured with our customers in order to establish a good relationship with them. You can buy a heating insole from AliExpress, but what makes us better, our insoles are locally made. We give you warranty, and we're very confident about the safety and flexibility. We will launch our business in 2022 after finishing our research, testing, and development. In 2023, we will open our own working place, after getting the project funding. And in 2024, we will be upgrading our business to be selling outside Lebanon and producing electric scarves, jackets, and gloves. This is our team, Asil Waked, Lamis Ali, and Warm with them, perform better without, and conquer the us.
Thank you, Asil and Lamis. Thank you for the presentation. Now we have 2 minutes for the Q&A.
I have a question. Thank you, girls, for your presentation. And why did you decide to work especially on this project, on this product?
This product helped us to get rid of the thick clothes in winter. And at the same time, we're working on other areas for the people that have illnesses, and for the students and workers that work in cold places, they can also use it. And it will be a good, it will hit the market in a big way. We will get rid of many expensive clothes if we only have it in our house.
Yes, and it's also it will affect productivity, and so we can concentrate well on our work and in many domains.
Thank you for your answer, but all these benefits that you think will bring this product, is it just your hypothesis, is just your ideas, or you have some analytics and some proof that this project influence on mental health and all the stuff that you're saying?
We do our own research, and as we said, the author Pietro Aretino, when he talked about the winter, after I see this quote, I go to the internet, I make my own research, and you can go and search for it. They told you that the whole body is linked to the feet. All the nerves are going down to the feet. If the feet is warm, then you'll feel the warmth through the whole body. Yes.
Thank you. And what is, sorry, maybe I have a second question. What is the technology? How you will produce it?
We have the prototype. Yes. We didn't.
Cool. How did you do this? Tell more.
Here are the resistors, and here are resistor wires, and here is the coil. We have the wires here. It will be connected to the battery, but we don't have the lithium battery. It's expensive. We have this one, and we connected it by this one. This. And this will be covered, so when you tap on it, you won't feel the resistors at all, but you will be you feel the warmth.
Yes, we tested. We have the temperature we need.
Nice. We need it in Ukraine, because winter is coming. If somebody is writing in the chat, it will be too cold here. Thank you, girls.
You're welcome.
Thank you, ladies. I have a question. Like you said, this is available online on AliExpress, I think. So does anyone have a patent on this? And are you able to work with it? Did you check if anyone has a patent on this? Okay. I'm not sure if anyone owns the rights to this innovation. It's a very good idea. Yes, it gets very cold, especially I live most of my time in the States, in New York, and it's freezing, and I would love to have this. But I think it exists, but I don't know if a company owns any IP, intellectual property related to it. So
we saw it on online platforms.
Yeah.
And many industries are using this technique, but in the electric metals, and we can use it easily if we have the technique in another way. And we searched for it and we saw how they did it. And this one is handmade. They do it in factory, and it's totally different. And it will not be only with the insole. We will use it in the jackets, in the hats, and also the scarves, the gloves. It's totally different and it's handmade.
That's great. I would advise you to research, go on Google Patents and research any patents يعني براءة اختراع relating to this field.
Okay.
It might give you ideas as well. Like it might not stop you, but it might give you other ideas.
Okay, thank you.
And one more question. Thank you for the presentation. I like the way you have the sample. It gives us a vision. What do you think about? But as I understand, am I right that you are going to sell this technology to fashion brands? How does this idea connect to fashion industry or cross industries? I see a lot of things according to the health, maybe apparel industry, not fashion. Are you going to work with fashion brands to sell them your technology?
At first, we can use it in any type of shoes we want, the insole. And if we start this business and we continue in launching it, it will be done with the jackets, with the scarves, maybe with the gloves. Every person can own it and use it with any cloth he wants. It will not be related to one thing.
Okay, I got it. Thank you. So you need to think about the rise of part-time.
I just ask one more question. I like the idea, and by the way, you guys should always start with you already have a prototype, because I think that was the most impressive part of what you're doing, that you created something already. And I know you talked a bit about your timeline of what you want to do in the next couple of years, but if you need to start this business today, right? Because again, I don't think you have to 2023 to launch a business. That is a very long time from now. If you need to start the business now, what are the resources that you need to be able to get started properly?
So we just need the funding for having all the materials we need to do this insole. So we can start doing our insoles handmade till we have the ability to open our own factory.
About partnering up with any manufacturers that could potentially help you scale this?
Maybe.
Okay, I think it's interesting.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Asil and Lamis. Now we will give our jury 2 minutes for the voting. Meanwhile, Team 7, Guadaluna Sha'ar and Georgie Kassab, Sigalumo, will you be ready, please, with sharing your screen? Perfect. Guadaluna, please unmute your mic until we start. Thank you.
It's unmuted.
Sorry, I meant mute. Okay, Guadaluna and Georgie, you ready?
Yes, so I will be pitching on my own now. My name is Guadaluna, and you can see Luna for short. Can you see my camera, by the way?
Yes. Can you put it full screen, please? Perfect.
Awesome.
Go ahead.
All right. 350 million lighters end up in landfills each year. Everywhere we go, lighters pose a danger to the environment, nature, and our health. They are hazardous and unfortunately unrecyclable. Even worse, more than 12,000 disposable lighters were found in one US waterway cleanup, not to mention the accidental residential and forest fires induced worldwide. 20 years from now, everything will be sustainable, even luxury products, even the whole fashion industry. The shift starts now. Cigalimo is a luxury e-lighter brand that aims to reduce disposable lighters by shifting people's behavior to the better alternative, electronic lighters. We'll do this by setting a local trend in motion and selling to a niche market of cigar and cigarello smokers. E-lighters have a lot of potential in the fashion industry. We're all aware how luxurious eyeglasses and watches make their way into their consumers' mindset, but rarely do we see e-lighters as part of the luxurious package. We want to make e-lighters part of the daily fashionable accessories of the people, and we want people to associate us with elegance and class. Also, we want to launch another trend in the war against plastics, like what happened to plastic straws. We'll start with the three main types of e-lighters and then expand on accessories with e-lighters embedded in them. As for competition, only the refillable lighter is convenient for the long term. They're all not user-friendly, and it's almost impossible to light them in the wind since they're open flame. Let's not forget that open flame is not safe and you can burn your fingers. Even more, refillable and traditional lighters taint the taste of cigar. Now, speaking of this trend, we want to put voting boxes to encourage people to throw their lighter inside it. We'll choose 5 different locations from nightlife places like pubs or local cafes or restaurants. To dispose safely of the collected lighters, we will partner with Lebanese initiatives against plastics and with municipalities. We want to also teach people how to reuse their current plastic lighters. So we will first start by testing different models, as we discussed, to study their convenience with our niche market. Then we will raise awareness with the partnerships that we have in the trend. Then we budget for social media and influencer marketing. and launch a giveaway to enhance our organic reach. Then we want to scale inside Lebanon and build a scalable system and build other channels like putting our product in cigar shops, cafes, and restaurants. We then scale outside Lebanon to countries like UAE and Kuwait, where there is potential for luxurious products. Other than the marketing, which will take 60% of our budget, we want to also source products from China so that we can test the convenience of the lighters before we design it ourselves, and also use help in designing a green package. Join us in our war against plastics, where sustainability is the new luxury. And thank you.
Thank you, Guadaluna, for your presentation. Now we'll have 2 minutes for the Q&A.
Thank you for that. Now I'm craving a cigar, to be honest. So you just ruined my day. Thank you. Curious, because you told us you're only competing with brands like Zippo, which are refillable, and then traditional lighters and so on. But I didn't notice other electric lighters, which I know that they exist. And you also mentioned that they exist in China. So I was curious to see, how are you better than your direct competitors, which would be other electronic cigarettes? And where are you in this entire process? Because I heard you need marketing budget, but where are you in actually creating just brands first, establishing your manufacturing, and then you can consider your go-to-market?
All right, so we want to source products from China, first of all, because it's we can test the market that way before putting a lot of money into manufacturing. By the way, Georgia and I are mechanical engineers. We like the design part we are able to design it at first, but we want to test the models, the 3 models, to see which one is convenient for cigarillo smokers, for cigar smokers, because it's different, because each segment likes something additional. Like you see cigar smokers going for matches because there are some for refillable lighters, so it depends. After this, we will choose the optimal design to be able to go ahead. We already have some assumptions, but before sitting with them and knowing how they like the e-lighter, we cannot design a good one. And yes, that is, we know, like Bilarabi, I don't know if you've heard of them, they craft the name of the people from on the e-lighter. But we did a lot of product research in China to see which ones are the most durable, the metal ones, not the plastic ones. And we want something that goes with our vision of elegance and class, not just a random one.
And I saw in one of the slides you said you guys already sold 12 models. Can you talk a bit more about that?
We already sold 12 items from the first model. We actually sourced like 100 pieces because they were really cheap and started testing with the people. But we have more hopes for the plasma lighters, because actually cigar and cigarillo smokers can buy it.
You can check our Instagram page. We have already an Instagram page, and this is our main channel for now, before developing the website.
Good job.
Any more questions?
I'm confused about one thing. I didn't understand. What I understood is you're targeting cigar and cigarillo smokers, but there's also something about collecting plastic lighters from the market. I don't understand the relationship. Are we then aiming for cigarette smokers? And like, there's a huge trend against that. So
yes, I get you. We're not going to fight many battles. We know cigarettes and cigars and cigarillos are here to stay. At least what we can do is launch the trends. You know what happened with plastic straws now, where there is peer pressure on everyone, all restaurants to switch to cartoon straws and people to buy steel straws at home. So this is the thing we want to set in people's mind. The mission is to switch the behavior of people away from the plastic lighters that we know. make it embedded in the luxurious package that we know already, the watches, the eyeglasses, belts, and all that. Now, for the trend itself is part of the marketing strategy to get the trend out there and provide the alternative too.
Did you consider, I'm sure like big cigar companies already have lighters that are licensed, like they don't manufacture them, they just give them the brand to use it. Like, did you consider you designing it and then approaching cigar manufacturers or cigar brands?
Yes, actually, that's the thing I was telling Arthur. I'll make it clearer. After we test different models from China products are not designed well. So we want to see what the comments are of the people. Like, we already have some assumptions, something that they said, how they like it to be, the handling of the cigar, the duration that they wanted to hold it. So there are these variables that we want to test. And after that, when we find the optimal design, Georgie and I can design it easily because of our background in mechanical engineering. And of course, we'll go to Aliafi to do a first prior art search before.
You should do that. But yeah, that sounds like a plan. So you're still in customer discovery.
Customer testing. We already had good feedback from cigarette smokers with the small e-lighter that we bought, the cheap one. But now we want, but you know, the other ones are a bit more expensive.
Right. Okay, great.
It's into like a lifestyle thing. Even create like a travel pack, because you cannot actually put it in your pocket when you go into an airplane. So if you want to make this like the lifestyle thing that you always keep, you know, you can even create like this travel kit that you can put it in.
Exactly.
Like create that entire ecosystem around it.
It can be one of our upscaling strategies actually. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, we can go from there. I mean, we have the model. Yes, Kuwait and UAE. The Arab countries like these luxury. Oh, also, we had a lot of opinions from people in Kuwait, thanks to Georgie. They love the idea because they are in love with luxury products, and this is one of the things we can scale to.
Those perfect gifts that you would give to someone that's like smoking when you don't know what type of gift to give them. So I personally like it. I do think the implementation of it is going to be very hard because you have a lot of manufacturing things you need to figure out, and logistics and licenses, especially if you want to sell this worldwide. But yeah, it's interesting, and I don't think you should focus on the Lebanese market for this.
I agree.
Of course.
It's not really your market.
It's only the test market for now to test the products.
But Lebanon is not considered a good test market. That's what I'm trying to tell you, because whatever you learn in the Lebanese market, it's very hard to implement it abroad, right? It's a good manufacturing country, but when it comes to consumer behavior, it's interesting to look at a bigger market where you have different demographics, where you can actually test your target audience better and have access to a bigger market. Because part of your test is going to be your unit of economics. Unit of economics is very hard to find in a small country. Can you guys hear me?
I got muted.
Yeah, I muted you because there was an echo.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, actually, we can benefit a lot from the experience of this program, of course, with the partnerships and stuff, and what to do next. We have a lot to discover.
Okay, good, Aluna. Thank you so much. And Georgie, that was amazing. Now we will have 2 minutes for the voting. And I guess our jury have a lot of notes to put for our participants, for Guadaluna and Georgie on the Google form. Meanwhile, team 8, Melanie, can you please start sharing? Can you turn on your camera, please?
Good evening, everyone.
Hi, Melanie. Will you please wait until we can start? Okay, Melanie, you ready?
Yes.
Go ahead, please.
Okay, presenting Global Warning Mission U. I'm Melanie, co-owner of Tribe by Beirut, and I'm here to drop a bomb on you. As a small business owner, thrifting was my main concern, then expanded to upcycling and spreading awareness about the importance of drastic measures in our fashion journey. Now you might wonder what pushed us exactly towards upcycling. As well known, As well known, the fashion industry is one of the world's most polluting sectors. The pollution of crops, fibers, and garments used in fast fashion exactly, contributes to high air, water, and soil pollution. Okay, as per BBC reports, fashion industries account for 10% of global carbon emissions and over 20% of wastewater. Let's take, for example, NFZ, which was one of the world's 4th largest lake, but it dried up because of cotton farming. Not to mention factories producing polyester that release dangerous substances into the environment. And last but not least, fashion factories, thrift shops, and people tossing away leftover garments or old clothes in nature. Now, according to Forbes, 77% of Americans and Australians want to learn how to live more sustainably. Okay, since the globe is assisting by shifting focus towards eco-friendly solutions to rescue our environment, this is our green light. We can collect leftover garments. Local skilled tailors would help to reuse them or upcycle them. And we use the help of local thrift shops to collect the leftover, let's say, collections and donations from NGOs or our relatives. Then we redesign them and upcycle them and demonstrate the process on social media to help spread awareness. We're certain that by raising awareness, encouraging clothing donations, and demonstrating the procedures we take to upcycle, we're making a difference in our community. Pointing out that we've been upcycling necklaces, pants, skirts, tops, and tote bags based on our clients' preferences, and thanks to the assistance of local tailors we've been working with for a year now. And here's our latest prototype that we upcycled 1 week ago, from a curtain to 4 items. Along with awareness campaigns about the critical needs for a fashion transition to sustainable fashion, we are prepared to go all the way with upcycling. Now, when it comes to revenue, it's all based on our expenses, honestly, okay, shown on the screen. Let's jump to market. We already have a shy online presence, but we aim to have a Facebook page, and we can share our product on Pinterest, a newsletter through our email, and a website, international website. That's our offline presence. We already been in Jbel and Ahmej Christmas market, and we're aiming to go visit Garage Souk, Mar Mikhael, and networking, grab and go, maybe replace plastic bags with tote bags from Trival Beirut. When concerning our competitors, we like Depovant Beirut, but our main focus is international website and sharing collections, one-of-a-kind collections. Okay, now the procedure would go, first step, social media publicity, ads and campaigns, sharing awareness about the difference between upcycling and low-quality products. Step 2, share the feedback of our old customers who bought and helped us design upcycled items. Third step, collect garments and find how to say it, a good resource to collect garments each month. Fourth step, meet the tailors and gather all the information we need about the garments and how to use them. Fifth step, professional organic photo shoot to model the product, and then launch them on our website with all the information they need to know about the product, how Trival Beirut started, and the prices, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Melanie. Thank you for your presentation. And now we will have 2 minutes for the Q&A.
Okay. I'll try to go.
Hello, Melanie. Thank you for the presentation. Your idea sounds interesting, and what I wanted to know better is how exactly do you differentiate yourself from other small upcycling, like small upcycling companies, so to say? And then I also wanted to ask on your background. Are you the one who are doing the designs, or you have a team behind it?
Okay. Hello. Actually, it's my friend and I. We started a small business just to have fun at first, but then we realized that we need to switch to more sustainable living. And our first step was we use our online platform or our business, and we chose upcycling because as Yorgo and I guess Nabil said, we need to switch our lifestyle. And we're not focusing on NGOs, more of the local shops and small shops in Lebanon, local ones, okay, to help share awareness about the importance of switching lifestyle. And this is our main goal.
Yeah,
and we don't have a team. We design, we create. We have our local tailors who are actually women, such as our grandmas and our parents who are helping us.
That's perfect. And can you talk a bit more about your competitors? Because you mentioned only one. Do you have someone else in mind?
No, for now, we have only the Depovant Beirut in mind, but their main focus isn't about upcycling.
Okay,
it's more about thrift
You
shopping.
want to go to international, want to go to international market and have international website. So I thought you would also look a bit globally.
Sorry,
or that's not your goal at the beginning. Maybe I got it wrong.
Sorry, I didn't hear your question.
Yeah, what I said was that you have one of the differentiation point is the international website. So I thought you want to look a bit more globally on the competitors, but maybe I got it wrong. So
Yes. Our specialization will stay in upcycling, and later on, hopefully, when we launch our website, our aim is to create a sustainable or eco-friendly brand, along with upcycling collections, international brand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That why don't you check also some international competitors, global competitors, and how you differentiate yourself?
We have one. It's called We Are Turab. Already mentioned it in our past presentation.
Okay, so that's only one competitor you're looking at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
I saw that you mentioned you potentially have a deal with Grab and Go. Is that deal actually going to happen? And what are they exactly buying? Are they buying
Recording in progress.
the tote bags? Is that the concept that you guys have with them?
Excuse me, I didn't hear the question.
So in one of the slides, you had mentioned that you have a potential partnership with Grab and Go.
Yes.
So is that partnership actually going to happen? And what are you planning on doing with them? Are they going to start using your tote bags instead of other types of packaging?
No, I meant example Grab and Go. We contact places such as Grab and Go and Spinnis, etc., to try and switch from plastic bags to tote bags at low cost, of course, because recently I've been buying stuff in Beirut, and I can't tell you how much easier it is to have a tote bag in your bag and use it to collect all the items you want. It's easier and it's more eco-friendly.
Okay. No, I got it. I thought what you were trying to do is to have them use the tote bags instead of the plastic bags. So what you're trying to do instead is to give the option for people to have their own tote bags with them when they go shopping.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Thank you.
Any more questions?
Melanie, it might be worth looking at a partnership that Arthur was referring to. It will get your name out there at least. And it will have people like start seeing your brand as a tote bag, because creating awareness on the use of tote bags is, it's a huge initiative.
Yeah, actually, I can tell that. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Melanie, for your
Thank
presentation.
you. Have
It was
good
very
evening,
good.
guys.
And now we will have 2 minutes for our jury to vote. Meanwhile, Team 9, Margot Wehbe, Owita, would you please start sharing your screen? Perfect. Okay, Margot, you ready? Margot? Margot?
Yes.
You ready?
Can you hear me?
Yes. You can
yes,
start.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes. You can start now.
Okay. Chips and chocolate bags can be recycled because they contain different plastic and foil materials, which is why it would take them hundreds of years for them to decompose to microplastic that will remain in the soil for many more years. So what we do in Uwita is that we upcycle these chip straps and we turn them into aprons, tote bags, and pouches, as you can see in these pictures. And by doing so, we extend the life of these wraps from mere couple of minutes to more years to go. And in that way, we prevent them from threatening nature's ecosystem and from threatening us too. We mostly get our revenues from direct sales, funds from international NGOs, and collaborations with big FMCGs. And I have validated this one, as I have collaborated with SNPs, 11 pouches, and used I reach people through online marketing. We have accounts on those went viral and reached 100 and 200K views. I have also participated in many exhibitions in Lebanon and given many awareness campaigns in schools also at Lebanon. Here we can see Uwita's indirect competitors as Cafe Press, Gosawa, Nisbets, who produce aprons, Jelly, disposable plastic bags, and by Noor Kairos, who produces pouches also from disposable plastic bags. Here's the timeline. Uwita, or Upcycle What You Throw Away, started as a green project at the university in March 2020. And here you can see the MVP. And after 70 sales, I decided to turn it into a social business. We can see one of our customers wearing one of our tote bags. And after that, we collaborated with the SNPs, as I have mentioned before, and sold 550 pouches. And with the help of NFZ grant, I will be able to put bins in most villages of messages from people asking to be a huge push for me to have my own warehouse, pick-up services, and especially develop my own mobile application with an incentive program where I reward people when they give me these chip straps. I'm Margot. I'm 20 years old and I'm majoring in trans.
Thank you, Margot, for your presentation. Now we'll have 2 minutes for the jury Q&A.
Thank you, Margot. That was a very impressive presentation. It's interesting to see that you're already implementing and executing on this. So I'm very curious to know, why was this? Why did you decide to go forward with this project, especially that it's a bit far from what you're studying? And yeah, just share with us a bit what's your vision for this moving forward. Like, how big do you want this to go? Where do you see it in the next 5 years?
Thank you for your question. First, I decided to go forward with this project because I saw the big impact that we're doing. All these chips and chocolate wraps would have gone thrown into the nature and they won't be treated. So everything will go back to us. So I'm doing good for the environment and for us too. Step by step, as I've said before, I'm working on developing an application so we can reward people every time they give us chips back, so they can be they be encouraged. Vision is only on to collect chip straps from Lebanon and to treat them in Lebanon. And hopefully when our team will get bigger, I will expand my horizons.
That's good. So you plan on being outside of Lebanon as well, by when you say you expand your horizons?
Hopefully.
fact, Bahia wants to ask something, so I'm gonna stop talking now.
No, go ahead.
No, please, all yours.
Margot, I have a question. Like, how long does this apron last?
It lasts really long time because it does not rip, because it's sewed all on the edges. So as long as all the edges are very good, sewed in very good. I've been using my apron at home for more than 1 year.
Okay. And is there a process that you're doing to these bags to make it more durable for an apron? Besides sewing them?
First of all, chips. No, that's it. I first wanted to put a coat of plastic on top of them, but then I was like, my goal was to reduce the plastic emission or plastic waste. So why am I going to put this on top of them? So I decided to leave it as it is.
Nice. And is there anyone doing this abroad?
I'm sorry?
Bigger, like, is there any big company, like, is PepsiCo doing this abroad?
No, I have made so many research, and I didn't find anyone doing this.
I love the idea. It was a very good presentation, and it will have a great impact.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can already picture
so
Balenciaga doing like a $700
100%.
crock with a chip bag around it. Yeah, you can turn this into a movement. I feel like it has the potential. So you have more than 600 clients that already bought, right? So 550 from Snips and then 70 that you did on your own before that. What was some of the feedback that you got from the clients?
I'm sorry, please, can you repeat your question? I didn't hear you very well.
600 clients already. So 550 through Snips, 70 that you got on your own. What was the feedback that you got from the clients? What are they saying about the product?
Thank God, till now, I haven't received any negative feedback on my product, and everyone was loving the idea. And when at first, when they see the product, they don't recognize that these are chips bag. They think that it's printed. They don't see it as chips bag as long as until I tell them that these are sewed chips bag together. So all the feedbacks are good.
And how are you doing the manufacturing? Are you doing it on your own, or are you working with people? Can you scale it?
So now I'm working on my own and with the tailor, but I'm working on extending my team.
So please share with us your Instagram. I would love to check out your page.
Okay, I will do so in the chat box. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Margot.
Can I ask one last question?
Of course.
After chips, is there anything with the next, or is it just going to be chips packaging and you're going to have different products with the chips packaging?
Until now, I'm working with chips, but I have worked on another prototype for another things, which are the cornflakes boxes. I turned the box of the cornflakes, I turn it into notebooks. So the box will be the cover of the notebook. That way I will be reusing it before recycling it.
Okay. And with the chips, besides the aprons, have you found other uses that can also be durable?
As another product other than the aprons?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just didn't get the question.
Yes.
I have mentioned in the that I do some in pouches as pencil cases.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for your questions.
Any more questions?
Just one thing. I don't know the answer to that, so I'm actually going to ask you this question. Are you actually allowed to use another brand's logo and so on to implement it within your own product? How legal is that? And if you don't have the answer, that's perfectly fine. It's just a food for thought for you to actually look into.
No. I've been dealing with this issue. The moment we started, I thought about it. When I first started, I don't know if you noticed from the pictures, I cut the name of the company, and then the name of the company won't show on the apron. But now I started contacting the companies, and I'm starting to get approval to put their names on a new product.
Arthur, just to answer your question from a professional standpoint, it depends on the country you're in. If it's something that adds value, it's not necessarily against the law. But what Margot is doing in terms of getting approval beforehand is the best way to do it, because you want something in writing. They say they do not mind you using this.
You also need really good lawyers.
Oh, you can get a consent, don't worry. Yeah. You can get consent beforehand.
It's really good, especially if at some point you can have some sort of profit sharing partnership with these brands. You can actually sell to their networks as well, right? So collaboration is always better than useless competition when you don't need it. Remove friction as much as possible, and if you can leverage people's networks, that's usually the best way to grow. So yeah, it looks interesting. Good job, and I can't wait to see where this goes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Margot, for the presentation. It was very good. And actually, this was the last presentation. I would love to thank all the participants for their lovely presentations. And now the jury panel will leave us to the breakup room to meet, discuss, and vote for the best. Okay, meanwhile, I would love to hear from the participants about their experience. Just share with us your experience from the starting day until we reach this day. Who would love to start? I know that some of you started even on day 0 without even the idea. So tell us about your experience. Who would love to start?
We'd like to start.
Yalla, go.
Okay, so it was a wholesome experience, and we had many opportunities to improve the business model because the stakes were higher. So we last week specifically, we worked 2 times more on the business, and we came up with more and more ideas since when we started, and we were really grateful for that. So I wanted to thank you for the opportunity.
You most welcome, and hopefully you will go through as well the rest of the program until you reach the demo day. Who else?
Maybe I can share the picture, that will help a little bit.
Yalla, go ahead,
Yeah?
Tanya.
Okay, sure. Let me do it. Okay, can you see my screen now? Maybe, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So here we have different emojis and some sentence that can help you to express your emotion, like, or a little bit reflect on something, like follow up. Yeah, so please, who wants? Let's share the emotion, because now all of us like a little bit nervous, and now you know, but it's okay.
I personally was very happy with their jury's reactions. Yeah, that's it. And since the start of the competition, I was really able to work on myself and think of my project more deeply.
Cool, thank you so much. Who will be the next? Nahal, maybe you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So from the beginning of the project, when I started thinking of the idea, this really helped me to think more environmentally and to think how really we are letting our earth be tired. So really, I'm now thinking more environmentally and willing to spread this out. And with the help of Mr. Rila, I was able to improve my idea and just make it much better. And the funniest moment today was when my screen was locked. I didn't expect that to happen. Next time I will be definitely trying to work on that.
Yeah, cool. Sometimes it happens. But which emojis would you like to choose for your mood today?
Yeah, I'm happy to express my idea.
So the green one, the first, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. We're happy that you're happy. Cool. Somebody else want to share? Like choose the emojis and a little bit just explain what you feel for now, or maybe some funniest moment for you, or what you didn't expect even, and then it happened. Okay, here we have Guadaluna and Melanie, and also Yurga and Nabil. Yeah, it was okay. Okay, guys. For those who just joined us, we're just trying to share our emotions after the pitches. So please, if you would like to share also your emotion, like what do you feel for now, please do it. Everyone would like to have some rest after all the pitches. Cool. Guys, but I congratulate you on this, because you do a great job, actually. I see that how it grows from the beginning, like from your idea and the first presentation you sent to us, and then for now, and how you present your idea. Like this is cool, and yeah, you're really doing a great job.
Thank you.
And thank you, Rida, especially for his work, for like mentoring you all this time. Guys, would you like to know something about the next step for the finalists, for those who will pass this stage and go to the Pre-Accelerator and all the activities that we will have after the pitch for the finalists? If you would like to know something, please ask me and I will be happy to share with you.
Sure. First, I'd like to ask how many finalists will there be from the time that pitched?
Nobody knows. Even me, even all of our team members. Actually, usually we have some, like quote for the finalists, but it depends on your only on your presentation, because just after you pitch and the jury is voting, then they decide, okay, maybe we can give a chance, not like for the 5 finalists, but maybe for the 8 or more, like, or sometimes that number can be less. So it depends on your presentation, because of course we will have the rate and you will see it in a few minutes probably. I suppose that jurors work on it very hard, but yeah, but we don't know. Actually, we're supposed to, it can be not less than 5, I suppose, but maybe more. So yeah, so because our board members, so I have the board, if you see it on the website, and now present it also. So they sometimes they watching the broadcasting, and sometimes say that, oh, cool guys, maybe you give a chance to them also. So sometimes it happens. Yeah, so we are really, we're really open to as much more finalists as we can give here. So to give you a chance, like to be a participant of a pre-acceleration program, because that's like the, I don't know, that's the thing that can help you grow rapidly, and to have a chance to meet the business angels and investors, and then different accelerators and
Yes,
work
about
on your project.
I wanted to ask, so now all the finalists will make it to the accelerator, or will there be another pitch, or like I said, a hackathon?
No. So today's, for example, the jurors selected some finalists. Let's say, for example, 10 finalists. So that's my wishes for today. Yeah, and then all the finalists. So no pitches anymore before the global pitch, which is called demo day. So after the pre-acceleration program, after you improve your project and develop it a lot. But the next step for the finalists, for those who passed the country pitch, will be pre-accelerator program, which means that it's included in its mentoring program. So we'll work with your personal mentor for a few weeks, for 5 weeks probably, and then you will have some educational session with the speakers, who is like some founders and investors and so on and so on. So they will teach you some very useful things like a marketing strategy or vision, or like product launch, and then like monetization model, and so on and so on. And then you will also have some, like, I would say, inspirational speech, or like speech from our guests who can tell you more how, like, to, for example, to find their sources, or what kind of startups the investors looking for, something like that. So it's just conversation that you can join and ask wherever you want. Yeah, and the hackathon. Hackathon, as you know, is also a part of pre-acceleration program. So we will work with a company called 3D Look. It's a company which works with the sizing technology. So you can upload 2 photos, and then there's special technology that can identify your size, like perfectly, and so then you can buy wherever you want, and without any issues when you have your clothes and then see, oh my god, what happened, that's not my size, and so on. Yeah, so it will be interesting because they will give you a case which you can solve. So propose, working in a team, propose some solutions for this business case. It's very cool because you can see how the big business work actually, which challenges they have, which departments, and so on and so on. But also you can you will work like with a client with this company, because a lot of you want to work with the B2B with the other businesses. So it's interesting to see how they work and try to be useful for them. So it's like, it's like one more training session, but very interesting, very useful for you in the future, like to be, and to understand how the business works, actually, the big business. Because 3D Look was a small startup, and then there's like international company with a lot of offices with a good funding and so on. So just a case to you to work with them. Yeah. Did I answer to your question? Hugo or Nabil? I don't know who it was.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. Super.
It's Hugo.
Any questions? More? I would love to answer anything, and hope you will work.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so I have a question. The final pitch for the international pitch, it will be online, right?
Yeah. All the activities online during the this situation with the COVID and all the viruses and so on.
Okay.
So.
And the accelerators are based in Lebanon or also?
No. It's also the international one. So I mean, all the mentors, speakers, and so on. So it's like globally, no matter where you're from and where you're now like sitting. So we will work globally, and during the hackathon, for example, you will also work in the international team. So for example, you will have your teammates from the India, then Ukraine, and then Spain, and so on. So that will be like international one. So now, if you pass this level, which means that you're flying from the Lebanon up to Earth, working in the Earth level. Yeah. Okay, guys, feel free to ask the question. The most important thing that for us to say that our pre-acceleration program for the finalists, will start just on 16th of November. So I mean, like next week. So for those who will pass this stage, you need to be ready because it's just in a few days, and it will be super intensive.
And it will be for 1 month, right? Until December 16th, the demo day.
Yeah, right. But too many activities for 1 month, so
this will be a great experience for the participants.
For sure, yeah.
Very interesting. Yeah, good luck for everyone. And we have actually 9 teams who presented. I hope 11 will pass.
The results will be announced in the meeting or via mail or WhatsApp.
Sorry, can you repeat?
The results.
No, we're waiting. We're waiting for the results. Yeah.
Oh.
We need to maybe message other guys to tell them that they need to return to hear the result. Probably because I see.
Yes.
We have representatives from all the teams. Okay, let's start. Team 1. Anyone available from team 1?
Okay, it's team embroidery. Nobody?
No.
Okay.
Team 2, Nagam? Yes, Nagam is here. Okay. Team 3, produce. Taya, Aya. Team 1, Team 3, Team 4. The operation, Ghanwa, you here? No. Team 5. It's Yorgo and Nabil, yes.
Yeah, we're here.
Okay. Team 6. Lamis and Asil, you here? Yes. Team 7. Guadaluna and Georgie, yes. Team 8, Melanie, yes. Team 9, Ubita, Margot, yes. Okay, so we have missing Team 1, Team 3, Team 4, Team 5. No.
Team 5
we have, yeah. Team 1 and 3.
Okay. Okay, so here we are.
Here we are, and thank you very much. Thank you for all the participants. Thank you for moderation. Now our jury members, we want to give some feedback, maybe to share our emotions with you, because you did a great job, and also we want to give you some feedback. Let's start. Who wants to be the first? Please take the floor.
I can be the first. Thank you guys for today's presentations. It was really very interesting to listen for your ideas, especially when you're like from the other market. It's always interesting what kind of ideas will be in other part of the world. Thank you very much for that. And you know, one thing that I want to say you, that you're just starting, and always very important to know why you are starting exactly this idea. Not because it's trendy, because it's easy to receive investment, yes, seed funding, but why it's especially important for you. Because in the end, when it's the hardest part starting to start the project, to manage it, the main is you and your believing in your idea. Because if you believe in your idea, everyone will believe in you. That's why I encourage you to start with your own why and always believe in yourself and your project. Thank you for today evening. I really had a pleasure to invest my time, my 2 hours and a half of my life in your ideas. Thank you very much for inviting, and I really was happy to be here.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you. Please take the floor. There are several words. Anna, maybe you. Natalia?
Yeah, I will go. So also from my side, guys, thank you very much. I am not from the fashion industry, so for me it was especially interesting to hear what is like going on from my perspective. And as an expert in innovation, corporate collaboration, and sustainability, and here I have a guest, sorry, Daddy's time is over. He took it literally 2 hours, so. What I can say is that I liked a lot your ideas, and I suggest that you look more and more into the MVPs, getting feedback and talking to your potential customers and your potential and clients. Because it's very important that you collect it as early as possible, rather than afterwards you get a negative feedback. I work with startup corporates. Always corporates give you something you don't want to hear. So try to hear it at the beginning and implement it into your products early on. So of course, think about yourself and your own why, and I really support this point, but also look outside, talk to your customers, talk to corporates, and get this feedback to work further on your products. Have the nice rest of the evening. It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Natalia. Now, Anna.
Yes, so thank you all of you for this amazing pitches, and it's very inspired me, and I wish you like a lot of money and cool people in your business. So, and let's start to create some NFTs with our proof of love. So we are open for you, and let's do it. So thank you.
Okay, thank you, Anna, very much. Arthur, Reda, applause, okay. Thank you.
First of all, thank you guys for inviting me to be a jury member. It was such a pleasure to listen to all the pitches. And for the startups, first of all, congratulations on taking the first step. It takes a very special type of person to have the courage to go up in front of strangers and to share an idea or a vision that they have and listen to criticism. I know that that's always the hardest part. So good job. You already took the first step. I think it's impressive what you guys are working on. It's very important to remember that you need to have fun while you're building this. You need to enjoy it. You need to be passionate and compassionate. And when you're building your business, you want to be able to look at, and a lot of you are looking at it, but when you look at the impact that you're having, right? Because that's what people want to see these days. They want to plug into the mission and the vision that you have and surround yourself with the right people, right? So especially in the fashion industry, one thing we've noticed as a company is that designers are artists, right? They're creative, they have ideas that are out of this world, but usually artists are not always the best executioners. So, which again, they're not expected to be, but that's why you need to surround yourself with the right people. So look at who do you need to succeed, whether it's mentors, whether it's partners or co-founders, and don't look for the co-founders that will tell you what you want to hear or the mentors that will tell you what you want to hear. Look for the ones that actually challenge you and the ones that you see complement your skills, right? So 1 + 1 needs to be equal to 11. You shouldn't stand in each other's way. So that's my small piece of advice, but at the end of the day, you should just love what you're doing, enjoy it, believe in it. And yeah, whether we like it or not, it's completely irrelevant, right? So as long as you believe in it and you think it can work, just go for it.
Thank you very much.
That's such a high place. I'm not going to go after it. Thank you everyone for sharing your dreams. I'm looking forward to see how you're going to make a difference in the world.
Thank you. Okay, so can we do the photo?
Yeah, of course. So
are
please,
ready?
Everyone put your cameras on for the
before the results. 1 minute before the results, we need to.
And everyone's too happy. Oh my god.
Yeah. Turn on your cameras. Look at the camera and say cheers.
Yeah, please. We are waiting for Asil, Lamis, Maribel, Melanie. Yeah, please. Waiting for you. Okay, cool. And Asil and Lamis and Maribel, please. Okay, one more person, yeah. Okay, now here we are. So,
and before we will see the final table, and I want to just say that everybody wins today because you did your pitch, and it is very important. The more you pitch, the best you are, believe me, the pitches. That's why you did first step, and we decided to actually invite one more person, except 5 we actually invited from different countries. We will invite 5, and this time we will invite 6 people because of jury members. They want you to see in the pre-acceleration program. So first 6 you will see in the table on the screen. You're invited, and we'll begin our program from the 16th of November. Okay, so any contest has its winners, and first 6 participants, you are welcome, you are winners today. 7th, 8th, and 9th place, please don't worry, you will be winners someday. Just you need to work maybe a little bit more on your pitch, on your project, etc. But everybody needs to work more on our projects, and we will do it in pre-acceleration program. Okay, I want to say thank you very much for all the team, Reda, for this management of the team of Lebanon, and for this event, for all the judges, for all the participants, and for all who be involved, maybe for your parents and for your teams staying backstage, but still, because it is worries about you. And I hope to see you all during the demo day, and I hope winner from this speech will be the winner of the main prize at the end of December 16th.
Hopefully, thank you so much, Maria. It was great. And thank you for the jury on behalf of ACIE as well. And thank you for NFZ team for this perfect pitch you prepared. And hope we will see you soon.
Okay, see you soon, please.
Thank you. Bye.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, everyone.
You please turn off the streaming.